Hey, what's up guys? 8-Bit Dad here, and welcome to my walkthrough for Resident Evil 2 Remake, Leon First Run, S+, getting all the weapons and the upgrades. This is currently my absolute favorite game of all time right now. On my lifetime list it is number 3. I'd put it behind only Final Fantasy X and Baldur's Gate 3. This game is just so insanely good. It's so good. I mean, the original was really good, but they've outdone themselves on a remake, in my opinion. I absolutely love this game, which is why I wanted to do the walkthrough for it. Now, if you've never played it before, I highly, highly recommend that you play it slow, go through it, watch all the cutscenes, really enjoy it, because it's absolutely worth it. This game, hands down, 10 out of 10. I can't rave about it enough. In order to get the S+, we do need to beat it in under 2.5 hours and with only 3 saves. If you happen to have any of the infinite weapons, you cannot use them and get the S+, except for the infinite knife. Now, the infinite knife you get from completing the raccoon achievement. I do have the infinite knife, but I'm going to assume that you don't, so I'm not going to use it. But we'll still be able to get everything done. Just in case you do have it, know that you can use the infinite knife and still get S+, it's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, I am a self-proclaimed mid-gamer. I am not great at aiming, I take damage often, but that's really the reason why I wanted to make this walkthrough, is for people like me. You know, you don't have to be excellent, you don't have to be perfect, but you can still get the S+ achievement. Alright, so we are going to skip all the cutscenes, so make sure you do that. Run up and skip there, cut left, and then come around. This guy will point you to the back.
All right. Don't move. I'll be back for you.
Go here and skip this cutscene. Now run right past this guy and down this hallway. Now, 9 out of 10 times, this guy's going to walk right past the hallway, but every so often he does come down it. So, as long as he walks past, you just run right out, around back to the door. If he does come down, just kneecap him, and then do the same thing.
What the?
Okay, and run around. Okay, and skip these cutscenes. And then get ready to do a quick turnaround and run. There we go.
This is out of control.
So for this part here, you're just following the path around. As long as you keep a good pace and stay in the middle, you're pretty much safe. No one's going to grab you. So I do not hide the fact that I've definitely taken inspiration from a couple of other creators on how to get through certain areas and do certain things. No one way ever worked for me though, so this walkthrough is going to be kind of a combination of some things I've learned from other people, as well as some stuff I've come up with on my own. And kind of put together my own version of how to get this game done. We are going to juke around this one here, so just make sure you kind of go around this way, and then back, and you can get through no problem. Skip the cutscene. And then coming through. Immediately go to your right. Throw the switch. And then skip the cutscene. Also, there are certain items, health items, that I am going to leave where they are. I'll point those out to you as we go through. The reason being is there are certain areas in this game that we have to go through multiple times throughout the game. Second. That we have to go through throughout the game, so it just makes sense to leave the health item in that area just in case we get jammed up. We have a health that's pretty, close by that we can grab. So we do want to come to the press room, grab that ammo. You can also discard the key from the gas station, and then come out and lift up the filing cabinet. So there is a health item, first aid spray in the bathroom. That's one of the items I was talking about that we are going to leave right there. We do have to come through this area several times throughout the game, so just in case we get jammed up,
Jesus.
we have a first aid spray nearby.
Hurry! Open up!
If we don't
Open
use
this
it, we will
goddamn
grab it later.
door!
So skip the cutscene with Elliot, and immediately run in front of the door in a running motion. Come through the door and to your right. Now, there are 2 zombies that are going to come out the door here. Just stick to your right,
Jesus! They're everywhere!
and you should get by him no problem. And then skip this cutscene, and we meet Marvin. Take the knife, and come on through. Go ahead and open this up. So now, there is also a first aid spray right here. Same deal, we're going to leave it here, because we do have to come through the main hole several times throughout the game. Bank your knife several times throughout the game, so we're just going to leave it there. And then same thing with the green herb as well. Pick up the ammo and head down Liquor Hallway, which is thankfully currently free of liquors. We do want to bump into the body hanging, so that was where we knock it down. Come all the way through. Grab the ammo right here. You can grab the map here if you like. And then climb up. So there are also certain zombies that we do have to make sure are completely down before we continue. The reason being is later on when Mr. X is clomping around, we don't want to get jammed up with anyone. So this is the first of those zombies. Now you want to make sure you let your crosshairs lock in and always aim for the head. The reason being is when the crosshairs lock in, that increases your chances of a critical hit. It usually takes anywhere from 6 to 8 shots, but once you think he's down completely, you can always give him the run test. If you can run over them without them activating, then you know you're good. We also want to make sure he's down. Oh. Nice. And if you're lucky, you get a crit like that. Run in here, type in 109. Come down and grab that ammo. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make sure throughout the walkthrough that you have plenty of ammo and plenty of healing items, so don't worry about that. Grab that gunpowder, grab this ammo, come over here to Leon's first assignment. The left is Ned, N-E-D. Jump the gun there. And then the right is M-R-G. Pick up the magazine and immediately put it into the Matilda. Okay, and we do want to make sure he is completely down as well. Oh, very nice. Yeah, that's why it's worth letting him lock in. 9, 15, 7. And we get the first of 3 hip pouches. Okay, so once you've done everything in here, now just make sure you don't come down this side because we don't want to activate that guy there. As long as you don't go down that side, he'll stay down. Alright, so we're not going to go into the dark room yet, and we're not going to pick up that green herb. We will pick up the boards, but we're not going to use them on this window. Just keep them in the inventory. So what that means is once we run up the stairs, this guy is going to come through the window. So we're going to run to the first landing, turn around, and take care of him. While we're taking care of him, the zombie on the 3rd floor is most likely going to go over the edge and fall down. Sometimes he walks all the way down, but most often than not, he falls over the ledge. So just be aware of that as well. Go ahead and turn around and get ready to deal with him. Holy jeez. Alright, so once he's good, come on down here.
Son of a bitch.
I hate when they're crawling because they move so much faster. There we go. Alright, so once both those guys are down, we also need to make sure that she's down. So turn around.
Fucking hell.
You want to try to put the crosshairs where they're gonna be and kind of let them walk into it.
You bastard.
Shoosh, almost took damage there. Like I said, I am mid
Shit.
at best. There we go. Okay. So once she's down, come grab the red herb. And then come back here, grab the ammo. And run upstairs. And then grab some ammo here. And then this is DCM for Devil Cry May. Okay, and you'll also notice that certain times I'll put key items in that top left-hand position. It just makes it easier when it comes time to use them.
What in the...
Alright, we are going to grab this gunpowder, but immediately make ammo with it. Pick up these boards. And we want to make sure he is down as well. So as long as he falls from the ceiling, he is considered down as far as the game is concerned. So even if you don't get the crit, as long as he's on the floor, you're good to go. I'm going to grab that ammo there and head into the library. So there's only one zombie in this area that we're concerned with, and she's walking around. You can see her right there. She spawns in all different areas. Sometimes she's on the other side, sometimes she's already on the staircase. Wherever she is, you just want to make sure that she's taken out. Oh. She's very fast, so I tend to go through a lot of ammo with her. There we go. And again, just make sure she's down. Alright, so if you think she's down, just give her the run test. Yep, we're good. That was suspiciously much less ammo than it should have been. But I'm grateful for it. So come over here, and we're going to set this puzzle up for later, and then also grab the ammo. Try not to touch this ladder at all, because once you do, it does activate this guy here. And move this one to the left. And then also, same principle, always use that archway to the left. Don't use the archway to the right, because then otherwise it activates the guy sitting there. And if we don't have to, we don't want to. We're not going to grab that gunpowder just yet, so leave that there, but come grab the medallion. So this is fish, scorpion, and bird. I'm sorry, water. I apologize. So grab that. And then we are going to grab the book. And then walk it out so this way we don't accidentally trigger that guy. Take a right and we'll come grab this ammo. Okay. We're not going to grab this medallion just yet. We're actually not going to grab this one until we have the third one from upstairs. Like I said, just trust the process. We're going to leave the green herb here for the moment, but we will grab the upgrade from the safe. 6 to 11. And throw it right onto the Matilda. Come around, unlock the door. Go grab the third set of boards. Come in here and grab the weapons card. And pick up the arm and immediately combine it with the book. And throw the arm in the statue. This is going to get us the scepter, so that this way we can open up the jeweled box later on for the stars badge. And I just quickly examine it right now to get it done out of the way. Okay. So now we're actually going to head back over to the liquor hallway to get everything set up for the rest of our run. In my opinion, it is worth the investment of time to do this. It only adds about 2 to 3 minutes to the overall playthrough. I'm about to trigger the Marvin cutscene, so just make sure you skip that. Drop in the one medallion that you have, and make sure you skip that cutscene. And then come around, we're gonna bank some items quick.
Yeah, but the passage isn't open yet.
Alright, so we're gonna bank the herb, the knife, the magnum ammo, and the jewel. Leave everything else in your inventory. And I'm just gonna quick put this in that first position, because I'm gonna use them right now. So we do have to come through liquor hallway several more times, and in my opinion, it just makes it better to set it up now, so this way there's no zombies that we have to deal with later on. There is one zombie, she's usually right here. It's the one that came through the window before. Nice. That was a clutch critical right there. So we do want to make sure she is completely down, so don't continue forward until she's down. And once she's down, go ahead and board up the rest of these windows. And you can turn around and just go back the other way. For me, it just feels better flow-wise just to make the circle. Plus, we have to unlock the west office door anyway. I'm not going to grab the shotgun just yet, so just head through the west office. And unlock our last spade door. So I'm used to the key being in that spot. Alright, and we can get rid of the key. Come through and head upstairs. So now we're going to go see Claire and get the cutter's tool. There is a green herb here, but I leave it here for the moment. So go ahead and skip that cutscene. Pick up the boards.
Marvin, I've got a situation here.
Pick up the ammo.
Surrounded by zombies.
And pick up the cutters. Okay, so as soon as Leon is done talking to Marvin, we're going to be able to cut the lock on the door and get in. If you remember, this is going to put us where we were in the beginning of the game by where Elliot is. That cop that broke through the office door there, he's either going to be in the office with Elliot or he's going to be in the hallway. So we don't want to just bust through the door and run through gung-ho because we could end up running right into him and then taking damage. So what we want to do is after he's done talking to Marvin, we're going to cut the lock and then we're going to kind of test the door open a little bit just to see if he is there or not and then act accordingly. If he is not there and he's in the office with Elliot, then what we're going to do is run over to that window. A zombie is going to fall through. We can just ignore him. Just stand in front of the window until it lets you board it up, and then put the boards on that window, and then run into the east office and collect all the items there. If he is there, then we're going to have to kneecap him, forget the open window, and just run right to the east office.
Marvin, do you copy? Marvin! Damn it.
So let's see what we got. Okay, so we're good. So go ahead and come to the window. And as soon as it lets you, board it up, and then come to the east office. Okay, so we're going to run through, pick up the flash grenade, pick up the ammo, come around to this area, pick up the valve wheel, and the gunpowder. Spin around, come get the fuse, and then out the door we go. Drop the fuse in here. Now there are 2 zombies behind you. Just turn around and make sure they're not close. They will not come into the main hole, so you just have to kneecap them to slow them down if you need to. We don't have to bank anything at the moment. We can just run straight through, so go ahead and do so. And since we took the time to come through and board everything up, we have a clean run. There's no one in here. If you've done it before, you know there's usually that maintenance zombie at the end. He's not here now because we boarded up the windows before he can get through. That's the one thing I do like about the game is it doesn't just spawn zombies out of nowhere. There has to be a reason for the zombie to have been there. So if we blow up the windows, then there's no way for a zombie to get in. So we can get rid of the cartridge tool now. Oh. Pick up the C4, pick up the green herb, pick up the flash grenade, and then these are the boards that we're going to use to cover up that first window. But one more thing before that, run into here and we'll go ahead and grab our shotgun. Now we do have one more zombie that we're going to have to deal with. He's going to come through that window that we didn't board up the first time. But now that we have our shotgun, we can make easy work of him. So you're just going to run full speed right up to the window. By the time you get there, he's just going to be getting up. So you can place perfectly timed, 2 perfectly timed shotgun blasts. And just make sure he's down. Holy jeez. There we go. 2 shotgun blasts and 5 bullets. Alright, we do want to pick up the gunpowder there, but... Oh, because I forgot to board up the windows. Of course I did. Give me 1 second, I just want to grab the gunpowder there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bank everything except the... So yeah, you want the valve handle, the C4, and if you didn't blow up the window yet, grab the boards. Come out here, board this up. Okay, so this will allow us to get all the items on the way, and every zombie that we need to take care of has been taken care of, so we don't need any weaponry. Alright, so come into the locker room, grab the portable safe, grab the shotgun ammo from there. It is cap for Capcom. And then grab the shotgun ammo here, and then throw the valve wheel on. Come on. Alright, this guy's no problem, he's not going to get up. And just grab the powder from here. So, there is a liquor that comes down in his hallway. I know I've seen a lot of people run it the first time because he has to pick up the body from the ground. I used to run it, but there was one time where I did run it, and for whatever reason, the game sped up the liquor, and he was able to jump down and get me before I got to Star's office. So now I just walk it out every time the entire way. I don't know if it was a fluke or what it was, but... So grab the shotgun ammo there. And walk down to the Star's office. Pick up the battery and immediately put it into the C4. Okay, now we can run inside of here. Pick up the red herb, the gunpowder, the first aid spray, more guns, shotgun shells, and the flash grenade. And then we're just gonna... You can run pretty much up to the door, but then make sure you walk it out. So the liquor is now on this other hallway here. Don't be alarmed, you can walk right past them, just keep to the right, and you'll be good. Right there, no issues. Stick to the right. He's fine. Unlock here. Alright, so we're gonna grab this gunpowder now, and head upstairs. We're almost at our first boss fight. And the first save as well. Go ahead and throw the C4 in here. Now we do want to run back to prevent the bookshelf from coming over. So basically you just stand here with the door open, and that's all you need to do. Once it blows, come back in. Don't be alarmed with Blicker, he's not going to come down until after we get the medallion. So this is the woman, the arrow, and the snake. Okay, so you do want to make sure that your flash grenade is equipped. As soon as you get to the entrance of the cell here, we want to throw it and then run. So right about here, go ahead and throw it. And then just run right around him. And right out the door. And you're good to go. Down the stairs, and then same thing, so this way you don't activate the sitting zombie. Just make sure you walk it out as you get close to the door, so we don't accidentally wake him up. Okay, so now we'll grab that other medallion and head into the secret room. So this is the lion, the leaf, and the bird. And then come down here and open up the secret room. Make sure you skip the cutscenes. And one more. Alright, pick up the shotgun ammo. Okay, so we're about to do our first boss fight, Birkin 1. Now, this, you can choose to save here if you like. I don't. I save after the Birkin fight. Reason being that if something goes wrong on the second leg, I don't want to have to redo the Birkin fight. So I usually save after. But if you're not strong with the Birkin fight, or just the first leg has gone really good for you and you want to save it, by all means you can definitely save at this point. Just before or after is fine, so whatever your preference is. I'm going to save after, but feel free to save now. So as far as the Birkin fight goes, we are going to do it with knives. Reason being is, one, it goes a lot faster, and two, it saves on ammo, which is important. If you're not comfortable with knives, I would recommend saving before and then just keep practicing it. It's worth getting good at it in order to save the ammo and also save on time. Because if you try to kill him, beat the fight with the ammo, using your weapons, it just takes a lot more time because you have to kind of run around and have him chase you around a little bit in order to get good shots in. But between knives, a flash grenade, and a regular grenade, we can get it done within usually about 90 seconds or so. As you can see, we're here at about 22 minutes and 30 seconds. This is right on par for me. Usually takes me about 22 to 23 minutes to get to Birkin 1. So we're doing great time-wise. So if you hear 22 minutes, great. If you're here at like 30 minutes, you're fine. Even upwards of like 40 minutes. So if it took you about 40 minutes to do that first leg, I mean, you may want to go back and try to do it a little bit faster because you're kind of taking away the majority of your cushion. Like I said, you have about a 20 to 25 minute cushion on the back end of this thing. So if you know that you're not strong in the sewers, or you know that you're not strong in the nest, and you're at about 40 minutes, then you probably want to restart to try to tighten some things up on the first leg, so that this way you get here a little bit sooner to keep more of your cushion on the back end. But like I said, anywhere from 22 to like 40 minutes at most, you still have a little bit of a cushion on the back end. But yeah, so let's go ahead and load out for the Birkin fight and get it taken care of. So I'm gonna bank everything except for the first aid spray, and I will pick up the 2 knives. Feel free to use your infinite knife if you have it, and then 1 of the flash grenades. But like I said, I'm going to play assuming that you don't have it. So I don't want to assume that you do. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is run all the way downstairs to pick up the regular grenade. And then run back up for the fight. Okay, so the way this is going to work is after the cutscene, we're going to run right up on Birkin and we're going to slash him 15 times. After the 15th time, you're going to switch to the grenade, toss the grenade, and then go back to the knife. After the grenade blows up, then we're going to go in and slash him another 15 times. He will fall down to one knee in the midst of that, but just keep going at it. After the second set of 15 slashes, then we're going to throw the flash grenade, and then just keep slashing until he is gone. He will fall down to a knee at least one more time, if not 2 more times during that process, but just keep going. He may get up and grab you. That's absolutely fine. That's why we bring the second knife with us, just in case he grabs us, we can lose one knife. And if we do take any damage, we do have the first aid spray for that. I always tap instead of holding for some reason. Like, I want to tap it, I don't know why. I always do that. Alright, skip the cutscene and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Switch to the grenade. And then now switch back to the other knife, not the first one you were using. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now switch to the flash grenade. Throw that, and then switch back to the first knife. And then just slash away now. And just keep going. If you can get the arm, try to get the arm, but it doesn't matter. Just as long as you're slashing them. Okay. And if he does this, that's fine. And just go back to slashing him. And there we go. That's it. That's Birkin 1. Now, I do think I heard the knife break, so it's probably not going to be there. But if your knife didn't break and you end up having to stab him, the knife is left in the middle of the room by the ladder going up. So just make sure to check for it. But if it broke, it's fine. There's plenty more knives we'll get before the next Birkin fight. And just grab all the items. And like I said, if the knife didn't break, it's going to be right here in the middle, but mine did break, so that's fine. Actually, glad mine broke, because if yours broke, then we're in the same boat. Alright, pick up the ammo and then leave. And so we're going to get to the first save, and that's where I'm going to cut this video here, and we'll pick up the second leg in the next video, where we're going to get back into the RPD and get the fuses for the jail cell. So this will be our second trip back to RPD, and we will be making a third trip back in order to get all the upgrades and weapons. Alright, so here we are. So this is where we do the first save. So open up this locker. That's where you'll get the tape. Go ahead and throw down the save. And there we go. Alright guys, so we should be here at about 25 minutes is more my norm. So this is just about 1 minute and 42 after, so that right there tells me that I'm eating into my cushion. So right now I'm looking at about 2 hours and 7 minutes for the finish. Which again is absolutely fine, but again, it's just something that I take note of mentally. This way I know if things go wrong on the second leg or in the sewers or what have you, that I know to, if I have to restart or if I have to tighten things up. It's just good to keep track of it. So as long as you're here anywhere from 25 minutes to, like I said, about 40 to 45 minutes at this point, you're absolutely fine. You still have about 5 minutes of cushion. If you have 40 minutes, you still have about 5 to 10 minutes of cushion. But if you hear if you hear later than 45 minutes, I would definitely recommend that you restart and that you just try to tighten things up so that this way you can get here a little bit sooner. But if you hear anywhere from 25 to 40 minutes, then you should be fine. Closer to 40 you are, then you just got to make sure that the rest of it is tightened up, so that this way you don't run the risk of going over 2.5. You don't want to put in all the hard work just to end up slightly over the 2.5 hour finish line. So, all right, guys. So like I said, I'm gonna cut the video here, and we'll pick back up heading into RPD round 2. See you then.